அன்பு நண்பர்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இன்றைக்கி இண்டஸ் வேலி சிவிலைசேஷனோட கண்டினியூஷனை பார்க்க போகிறோம். இந்த வீடியோவில் கிராஃப்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி, பாட்ரி, அப்புறம் மெட்டல்ஸ் அண்ட் டூல்ஸ், டெக்ஸ்டைல்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆர்னமெண்ட்ஸ், அதுக்கப்புறம் பொலிட்டிக்கல் கண்ட்ரோல் ஆஃப் ஹரப்பன்ஸ், அப்புறம் ரிலீஜியஸ் பிலீஃப்ஸ், இதெல்லாம் இன்றைக்கி நான் கவர் பண்ணுறேன். ஸோ கிராஃப்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் டெக்னாலஜி. ஸோ வி நோ தட் ஹரப்பன்ஸ் were flourished in urban mature Harappan phase. They be skilled in beard making, shell bangle making, metal work, seal making. They have used carnelian, jasper, steatite, gold, copper, bronze, faience, shell, and as well as terracotta. The shell were be found in Nageshwar and Balakat. Carnelian were found at Lothal, lapis lazuli at Shatugi, and copper materials were found at Rajasthan and Oman, and steatite which is found at South Rajasthan. And now the pottery. So Harappans, they have used well fired pottery, red pottery with black paint. Decorative motifs. For decoration in pottery, they have used paper leaf, fish scales, geometric designs, and as well as floral patterns. Types of pots which were made by Harappans include storage jars, bowls, goblets, dish on stand, and perforated pottery. The metals and tools which was used by Harappans include copper and bronze, but they were not aware of iron. So through copper and bronze, they have made tools like chisels, razors, needles, fish hooks, mirrors, axes, and spearheads. Moving on to the textile and ornaments, a question rises whether Harappans were known of making clothes as well as they were known of making those jewels for beautifying themselves. First, cotton and silk were known by Harappans due to spindle wools were be found, and gold and copper ornaments, shell bangles, stone beards, and faience ornaments were discovered at these sites, reflects that these ornaments and as well as clothes were used by Harappans. And pre-sticking statue, dancing girl bronze statue, which reflects Harappans were aware of lost wax technique which was used by later Cholas. So this reflects that later Cholas, they were well adopted in using this lost wax technique, but before their arrival, Harappans also known this skill. Now the trade and commerce of Harappans. The Harappans were performed barter system, and as well as they have established trade with Mesopotamia. In Indus region, they used to call Meluha. And the trade centers, major trade centers in Mesopotamia includes Makan, which present Oman, and Dailman, which is Bahrain. The exported materials by Harappans to Mesopotamia includes wood, carnelian, lapis lazuli, copper, gold, and beads. And in Mesopotamia, especially parts of Iraq, Iran, Bahrain, and Oman, Harappan seals were discovered, which shows that Harappans, they have established a trading platform with Mesopotamians. Now the weights and measures used by Harappans. They have used a standardized system. Cubical chert weights were be used by the Harappans, which is in binary system, which includes 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. As well as they have facilitated trade and commerce. In Lothal, there is a dockyard which shows a clear evidence that maritime trade, which indicates Harappans also have shipbuilding knowledge. While moving on to the seals and scripts of Harappans. The seals were made of steatite, copper, terracotta, and ivory, which shows that Harappans have established trade, and these seals be an identity marker and as well as it reflects ownership mark. Also, it be considered as an authority symbol. While moving on to the script, Harappan script, still it was undeciphered. It means that still we don't know what its meaning. And the script were in pictographic in nature, Boustrobedan style, which is from right to left. about 400 signs be in Harappan script. The longest inscription, which be around, includes 26 signs. Now moving on to the social organization. Citadel and Lower Town, as well as which reflects there is an inequality and different quality of artifacts used by Harappans includes steatite, terracotta, and the social inequality like elite class, they were resided only in Citadel, and the common people in Lower Town, which shows that dominance of merchant class in Harappa, as well as in Mohenjo-daro, the sites which is prevalent to the Indus Valley civilization. And there be the archaeologists, they have discovered objects, utilitarian objects, which means that objects which were used in regular basis, and as well as luxury objects, which is very rare, which shows that Harappans, they huge inequality existed, and as well as coins, pottery and needles were be utilitarian objects which was discovered in Lower Town, which reflects that these were objects used by common people. And fiance pots be discovered in public structures, which is a Citadel, which shows that these were the objects were only used by the people or elite people who were lived at that time. And political organization. Through the evidences, through the materials were discovered, it reflects that there is a central authority. The materials include uniform weights and a standard brick ratio, as well as similar seals and pottery in major cities, as well as construction of cities in a planned way, which shows that Harappans have followed either a city-state system or there be existence of a strong central authority. Now, religion and beliefs. It's a very important area which I loved. Worshipped through excavation of a mother goddess, a terracotta female figure in Harappa, which shows that Harappans, they may worshipped a mother goddess, and as well as people tree, and Harappans, they have worshipped animals and nature. Then a seal, which is known as Pasupati seal, or we can say as Proto Shiva, a male figure seated in yogic posture surrounded by animals. These animals include elephant, tiger, rhinoceros and water buffalo. As well as fire altars were present in Kalibangan, which shows either sacrifices may be performed, but still it is it be a huge difficult to prove it. And palace worship may exist there, and amulets were be also fine, which shows that Harappans may have knowledge of evil spirits, they believed evil spirits, but there is no clear temple structures were be found, which be a huge challenge to the historians to prove that what were the religion or belief be followed by the Harappans. And then burials. People have buried dead outside the cities, which shows Harappans give high priority to sanitation and hygiene, as well as through pottery and ornaments were also found with the dead people, as well as Harappans have also performed cremation, which shows that they believe a life be exist after death. And moving on to the art and entertainment, while seeing on the priest king statue and dancing girl statue, which was discovered at Mohenjo-daro, and terracotta figurines, as well as toys found at cards, dice, marbles, rattles, which shows that there be an entertainment, as well as these statues reflects the art skills of Harappan people.